So welcome back students, and in the last video as we have discussed about shares and dividends, and we have come across the following points and we have understood the general concepts of shares and dividends in a company. So the important points which we came across in the last video were nominal value represented as NV, market value represented as MV, shares number of shares which is represented as N, the rate of dividend that is given in percentage, and the dividend or the income. Okay, let us have some general idea again. For nominal value is the price of each share fixed by the company, which cannot be changed by the company. But what is market value? Market value is the price fixed by the company for each share, which can be changed according to the loss or profit of the company. Then number of shares is the shares bought or purchased by a shareholder of a company. Rate of dividend is the rate at which the shareholder will get profit on the number of shares he has been holding. Then dividend is the income or the profit made by the shareholder on the purchase of total number of shares from the company. So from these points, now let us see the different formulas to find out the dividend, to find out the sum invested, or to find out the number of shares, how to take out from the number of shares, or we will know the mathematical relationship between all these 5 points. So let us see how to So now let us see some of the few important formulas which will be required to us to find out the total dividend or sum invested in shares and dividends. So the first one, as you can see here, the first one, sum invested is equals to number of shares into market value of each share. Number of shares bought by the shareholder into market value, the price at which the shares are being sold in the market. We will get the sum invested. Then number 2, dividend on each share. Dividend means the profit or the income or return which the shareholder will get on the number of shares bought on each share he is buying. So that is equals to rate of dividend fixed by the company into nominal value of each share. The third one, the total dividend. Number 2 was on each share, number 3 is on total dividend. Total dividend is equals to dividend on each share into number of shares. Dividend of each shares we have already found out here, rate of dividend into nominal value of each share. So rate of dividend into nominal value of each share into number of shares bought by the shareholder. So total dividend is equals to rate of dividend into nominal value of each share into number of shares bought. Then the fourth one, return percent or income percent, which is also known as dividend. Income is also known as dividend. So here we will be finding income percent. Income percent will be total income by investment. Total income or the total dividend which we will get divided by total investment into 100%. So these are the 4 formulas which can be related or which can be used to find out the unknown value in shares and dividends. Suppose the number of shares is not given, but sum invested is given. So by using this formula, we can find out the number of shares. So number of shares will be equals to sum invested by market value of each share. So let us see now one example on which these formulas can be used to find out the required value. So as you can see here, the question is, a man invests rupees 7,770 in a company paying 5% dividend when a share of nominal value of rupees 100 sells at a premium of rupees 5. Find the number of shares bought, annual income and percentage income. So the most important thing here, you have to go through the question very clearly so that you can write or you can find out what is given in the question. Like here, what is given? A man invests rupees 7,770. So I have written here, given sum invested is equals to 7,770. Then there is the second part you can see, in a company paying 5% dividend. So our rate of dividend is 5%. When a share of nominal value of rupees 100. So now we know the nominal value of each share is rupees 100. Similarly, again it is given that rupees 100 sells at a premium of rupees 5. What does it mean? Sells at a premium of rupees 5 means the nominal value of the share is rupees 100, but it is selling at a profit at above par or more than the nominal value in the market. And how much more? Rupees 5 more. So our market value is rupees 105. 100 plus 5, rupees 105. Here we can mention rupees 100 plus 5, rupees 105. So these are the few points which we have got from the question. Now, what is the first point here? The number of shares bought. We have to find out the number of shares. So how will you get? We know the formula. Sum invested is equals to number of shares into market value. So from here we can get number of shares is equals to sum invested by market value. So what is the sum invested? 7,770 by what is the market value? 105. So by dividing this, we will get the number of shares bought, and we will get the number of shares as 74 shares, which is bought by the man from the company. Okay, so we'll go for the next one, the annual income. We'll see how to find the annual income. So annual income is equals to rate of dividend into nominal value into number of shares. Rate of dividend into nominal value. Already I have told you that dividend on each share. We know the formula. Here I am writing. Dividend on each share is equals to rate of dividend into nominal value. This we have understood that dividend on each share equals to rate of dividend into nominal value. So rate of dividend into nominal value into number of shares will get the annual income. Rate of dividend, it was given 5%, nominal value is 100 and number of shares we have found out as 74. So after calculation we will get here 370. 5% is changed to fraction 5 by 100. So annual income we are getting as rupees 370. Annual income or the dividend earned. So now the third one, it is given to find out the percentage income. Let us see how to find the percentage income. Percentage income is equals to annual income or income by total sum invested. So our annual income we have got 370 and sum invested is 7,770. So into 100%. Why 100%? Because we have to find the percentage income. So whenever we are required to find the percentage income or the income percentage, we have to multiply it with 100%. So after calculation, we will get here as 4.76%. So this is the process by which we can use the given formulas, four formulas which I have given, to find out the number of shares, annual income and percentage income. So students, now I hope that you have understood the general concept of shares and dividend, as well as now you know how to find out the solution of the given question. So students, in the next video I will show you more and more examples how to find out or how to work on the shares and dividends. So till then, thank you students, thank you, and have a good health.